Welcome back to Rob's Country. TL Parker, what's the history? They seem to have been around since forever.
Since Adam was playing halfback for Jerusalem.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, nearly 50 years, half a century, about 47 years, I think now, Rob. So that we've got a fairly good standing here in Canterbury. And yeah, we've diversified a wee bit over the years, but communication is what we're all about.
So basically, what are you into? Because you're into farming?
Yes, yes. On-farm communications is, I think it's become even more relevant. And what I mean by on-farm communications, it's the two-way radios, the on-farm repeaters, connecting to maybe the new digital network which we deployed last year, keeping in touch with your employees, keeping in touch with your wife if you need to, just making sure that you know where each person on the property is, and making the farm more efficient, basically. Not having guys driving around the farm looking for waratah rammers and things like that.
Time is money, Dave, isn't it?
It is very much so, especially now. So we're very proud with the products that we do market into Canterbury, the Motorola products primarily. And we've got a very sophisticated digital system which we've, as I said earlier, we've deployed. And we've got a number of farmers in the Canterbury area, ROCO and so on, that are on that new digital system, which offers absolutely amazing.
So what you're saying really is we've come a hugely long way.
We have. And it's not, I suppose, unlike cellular. If you remember 10 years ago, the cell phone, or even 15 years ago, pretty much it was, hey, you could call home, or then you got to texting, and now it's pretty much you can do anything you like on the cell phone. With radio, Motorola being the inventor of the cell phone, they've really, I suppose, consolidated that technology, and we're seeing that now in radio, two-way radio. I'm not saying you can play games on your radio.
but however, it's now compact and slick.
Absolutely, very slick, very compact. The audio quality is state of the art. Very light, and of course waterproof and robust. That's the main thing, particularly in the farming agricultural industry. We want something that if you drop it off the quad bike or the tractor or whatever in the cow shed, you're not going to worry too much about it. It's going to happen.
The old days of line of sight and range.
Do you know, we still do a lot of that, Rob, because there are stations up in the back country, as you know, that are out of reach of certain repeater services and so on. So we can do a number of things. We can put a repeater on the farm, and that's a very cost-efficient way for the farmer to have a means of contacting his employees or her employees over the property. Or you can have a line of sight, like you just said, which is called commonly known as a simplex. So that's just a radio to radio, and that works very well as well. So if you're in a paddock ploughing and you want to talk to one of the other guys down the other end of the farm, that can work very well as well. It's very cost effective.
You've got a story about somebody whose life was saved, literally.
Yes. We had we just put some new radios on a farm in ROCO Terrace, and they were using actually cell phones for a while, and it was very frustrating for the owner and the manager to keep in touch with his staff. There was 12 staff, I think, at the time, riding bikes and so on, bringing cows in early in the morning, and they'd went onto our new digital network anyway. But within about 2 days after the radios were on the farm, that one of their employees had driven through a gate and broken his leg, a very bad fracture of his leg at 3 o'clock in the morning. The radio, he was able to call up for help immediately, and he was airlifted off the farm. If it wasn't for the radios, the farm manager said, look, I don't know how long he would be there.
Could have been curtains.
Yes, it was a very serious fracture, so it proved its worth within 2 days being on the farm from a health and safety point of view, absolutely. Yeah.
Price-wise, I mean, the more technology you cram in, seems to the cheaper they get nowadays, Dave.
It does, doesn't it? You know, though, first off the rank, you know, the iPhone 6s and so on, they seem to hold their price. But with the radios haven't really moved up in price. They've held themselves pretty steady. Motorola's the largest in the world, and we're very lucky to have that technology and keep the prices at a nice even level.
We're going to keep in touch, Dave. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, I love it.